Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Watcher on Ascension 2, going for a heart run here. Act 2, the recording software bugged out, so missed out on that. So just to recap, here's what we've been up to. Of all the lesson learned decks I've ever played, this one's been the smoothest because of Vault and the cut through fates. Helps us get back around if we end up drawing it too early, which is always the problem you face when taking that card. Blasphemy is helpful in that regard, and we also picked up Wish for some strength scaling later in the game. Probably get some gold as well along the way. Still have some cards to upgrade. That said, with the shovel, we don't have to actually favor elites. Elites are one more fight that will allow Lesson Learned to upgrade that many more cards, but the campfires are just as good as an elite as far as getting relics. We don't get the card reward, which is probably mostly okay because we're doing fine with that. And we'll probably still actually hit some elites along the way. We're going to be facing Time Eater, so that'll be interesting. Just as a reminder, if you cast Vault as your 12th card, the effects coincide, so you can basically negate Time Eater's time eating that one time per Vault. Let's see here. We've got a couple elites here, one here, one here. So this could be 3 if we pass through here. That goes through a store. Here's an early store, and we have lots of money. So I'll tell you what, we can come up through here. That's 2 easy hallway fights for the act. Acts 2 and 3 have 2 easy sets. And then we can come up to here, and even up to here. And this will be the last point where we have to decide if we want to go for max elites or get another fire and elite. And then end the act with some random events. So not a whole lot of fights with which to use Lesson Learned to finish things up. But that seems good. Path. Good path. Draw a card first thing we play. There's Vulnerable already. So let's do this to try and find a Wrath entry or something. No. Okay. There's Blasphemy, so we could just end the fight here. Especially if we use this and find Lesson Learned. We don't. We could do this to find Lesson Learned. We don't. We can use this to find Lesson Learned. We get the Weave for free. So there's that. We can use this to find the Lesson Learned, and we found it. So let's do this for Blasphemy. Lesson Learned is currently worth 58 with, there we go. Proof positive. That's how the deck plays now. Pretty good. Just Lucky is more scry, but we don't need more scry. Meditate retrieves. That would actually help with passing Lesson Learned by, or Blasphemy since it doesn't retain yet. And with the Tantrum, we could always use another way out of Wrath. Although so far we've actually been doing pretty good using just our 2 empties and Vigilance. I think the utility of this card is always pretty good, so moving along. Eek. Alright, we'll just lose the max HP. We're already ahead of the game as far as that goes because of Singing Bowl. Interact. I don't really feel like losing HP. I've always seen this used to great effect if you just take this. We got lots of healing. Let's go for it. Panache is actually something we use. It's the counter action of Pocket Watch, right? If we make use of it, it's good. Otherwise, not so much. The damage is not worth it, I don't think. Apply Weak. I'll come back to that. I do think... Oh yeah, when I had the option of 3, I totally forgot about the Singing Bowl. So yeah, taking 3 was definitely the right play. Playing weak for 0 might be helpful, because with the scrying and stuff, we are chewing through. That's part of the reason I wanted to take the coffee dripper, was that many cut-through fates. It does cost energy. Dark Shackles can be very good. Let's see what's the other option. Panacea. Panacea. We already negate these, but that doesn't do vulnerable, and the heart does do vulnerable. And also this class just benefits from Panacea because of like fasting. Panacea would help with the speed potion in the boss fight. So yeah, I definitely want the Panacea. Dark Shackles, our blocking game is a little light, so we could do that. And Blind for the weak. We don't have weak yet. I suppose we can do that. We're really overworking the lesson learned, though, unfortunately. Wow, okay. We got some AoE in here. 10 damage to all enemies, channel a dark. Alright. And if we get back around to it, we can channel another dark, which will evoke the first one, which is funny. Sure, it is... you normally don't get to use this while in Wrath, but today we do. Okay, we are in Wrath and everybody has vulnerable, so that's incredible. Don't know that we need that. There is a Consecrate in the deck. So just do that. There's Lesson Learned. Let's let it ride like so. That way we can do Cut Through Fate to find it now. And that's better. So this is lethal. There we go. Blasphemy, yes! That was the important one. Okay, with the Panacea, this is actually better than this. But we could have both. Evaluate plus. I've been saying that if we had plus, it might be worth taking. And our block density is a little light. We did add these for a little support. Go ahead and take that. Alright, shop time. Apotheosis is actually not all that important. Hey, hey, hey! We could buy this and then remove the Panacea from our deck. Vajra. I don't think we need Foresight, because we already have 4 Cut Through Fates. And we can't say it's 4 among 30 because we're usually using them to throw cards away deliberately. I don't think there's such a thing as too much scry though. Do we take this for black density? I don't know. I don't think so. Alright, I'm going nuts here. There will be another shop in the next act, or we could make use of this one. I like this no matter what, so I'm just going to do that for sure. And now what else? Oh, I didn't realize Foreign Influence itself exhausted. Okay. A Strike Plus might actually be worth removing here. I don't know that Vajra's important enough. 1 strength. It's only 148 gold. I'm just worried about not having enough money if we come up here. To be honest, though, I wasn't planning on coming through here. I think I'd rather favor campfires. Oh, and we heal for free at the campfires, which is another reason to have taken the 3 at that event. I'm so glad I did, instead of my usual 1. Foresight, I'm still undecided about. I could see all 3 of these, actually. We just have so many cards to upgrade now. We nailed the Blasphemy, that's the important one. Meditate would be great. Yeah. In retrospect, removing the Panacea would have been fine. We've got these 2. But that opens the possibility for fasting in the future. So Vajra. Plays nicely with the Weave. Plays nicely with Tantrum. Okay, yeah. Tantrum recurs. That's worth it, I think. That's worth it, I think. So that just leaves Empty Body. Yay or nay? We'll go ahead and grab it. Deck is bloated. With all the scry we have, that's not so bad, though. Okay. So if we were to smith, what would we smith? Meditate. Wish. Are those critical? Probably not. So let's dig. Art of War. You're not playing attacks during turn. If it's a vault turn, that might be something we do. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Well, this is free. Not exactly, because if we tantrum here... We don't want a tantrum here, do we? He's going to be intangible next turn. If I played in tantrum, it would be for the purpose of putting it back in the deck so we could have it later. I'm just thinking maybe Pocket Watch is a good thing here, because if we wish... and Panacea, no attacks get played. That plays into both of these, which complement each other well. Okay, we don't have any block cards in hand, and we're going to want to block next turn, so that's my main reason for doing this here. There we go. So we get Pocket Watch and Art of War value. We got lots of scry, so those burns don't particularly scare me. Wow. This just neutralizes him. I don't see a reason to vault while he's intangible. Nope. If we did this... This is 2 turns of weak, so let's play that as well. Alright, I'm going to just let it ride to get full value from our relics here. It's a little awkward for me because we want to be able to play Lesson Learned if we get it, but if we also grab Blasphemy at the same time, then obviously that would be fine, just fine. We could grab the vault now with Meditate. We meet all of our block needs with this. So let's do that. And the cut through fates, actually I shouldn't have done that, because if we can cut through fate and find blasphemy, and then cut through fate and find lesson learned, I don't think we would have lethal though, because he's not vulnerable. So really that's what we would be looking for first. The blasphemy retains, the lesson learned does not. If we have to discard lesson learned, we can use the meditate to pull it back, like this. Yeah, and that gets us the crushed joints, which I wanted. So this works out very well. Alright. We do this first. Oh, nice, even better. That's fine. Just doing as much damage as we can. And then we meditate for lesson learned. We have blasphemy sands of time. There's probably no way we can't make that work, other than the fact that he's going to be intangible. Oh. Oh. Can't believe I did that. Okay, well, let's do what we can. This is 3 cards, so we get pocket watch value, as such as it is. We have 4 retained cards. Alternatively, I could play Foreign Influence just to see. Well, no, if I did that, we'd be looking for, like, exactly dash, right? Man, what a bummer. I felt so smart that one turn, and then I forgot to take into account that it goes intangible every other turn. Anything we do here forces a reshuffle, so there's no reason not to keep the insight. Hey, somebody loves me. Oh, that's so good. I suppose what we could do is get the empty mind out of our hand first, because 27... 30, 41 tripled is enough. Okay, so we don't have to draw. $81, 42. Okay, so lost a little bit of health, but we get health back from drinking potions. We get just by running through campfires, which we want to do anyways. Very good. So let's see, that's triggered persistent. File it like so. And what do we do? Lesson learned. You're funny. We'll take the 2 max HP here. Here's some healing. Still, I feel so silly about that. Dig. I don't think we're going to be going to the store. We could if we wanted to maximize our elite exposure. I don't think that's necessary. Bottled Tornado. Choose a power. We only have foresight. It is better the sooner it's played, but occupying our starting hand is a tough sell. Because we have so many cards that fetch us more cards, I'll take it. I could totally see it being a bad play, but might be able to offset it. Alright, so we have to take the Sapphire Key here over Potion Belt. That's fine. This guy is no good. Foresight and Wish. Do we take the plated armor and play defend and play a strike to change his intent? Well, this gets us an extra energy, so let's do that. It breaks the Art of War, but That's fine. That's more manageable. We can plated armor and defend. So that's 14. Good enough. Definitely want to upgrade that wish though. Getting the Sands of Time in hand is really good. These not so much. What is in our discard pile? Nothing. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is pretty good. The weave is free. Let's hold on to that. Crush joints. Free vulnerable. Yes, I will. Free vulnerable. That intent is worth changing. Let's do that. It still hits pretty hard. Not worth throwing the Sands of Time out for, though. Do we drink a potion here? We have 26. No, because we have good amounts of healing outside of combat. Save those for tougher fights. Vulnerable's good. Cut through fate can be good. Oh yeah, especially with the weaves recurring. I forgot about that. Alright. So let's see if we can get a game plan going here. Do I just empty mind? No. Discard that. We don't need it. Play this. Malleable. I forgot about that. Oh, that's bad. Fine. With the bottle, we can afford this. Because now we're just going to draw it. We draw 2 here is what I'm getting at. Dark Shackles, Empty Fist. Meditate's already in the graveyard, so Lesson Learned gets passed up. It's already a tough sell with that Malleable going on. We definitely need to hit him again because he's giving us a curse. He gives us another energy. Still giving us a curse. Oh, probably because we didn't get through the block. I didn't realize that's how that worked. Okay, that's fine. We weaken him. That's already full block. And I'll go ahead and use this on him. Do we bother getting back Lesson Learned? This is fine either way. That's fine either way. That Malleable's a real kick in the head, though. Alright, definitely want to draw that and that. Don't need this so much. In fact, it doesn't play nice with Malleable. Alright, so let us do this before we weave, so that weave doesn't get reshuffled. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, that's both for the purpose of making way for Lesson Learned and for keeping it around for this. Alright, so we have Vault, Blasphemy, Sands of Time. We probably have everything we need to just send this home. So let's play like that's the case. Crush Joints is good. He's already vulnerable. We vault, that doesn't change, so we don't need to do Crush Joints. Oh, whoops. I almost forgot we're vaulting. His Malleable sticks around. That's ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I gotta throw this out. Where is lesson learned? This is funny, though. There it is. $63. Yep, that is enough. Whew. Gotta work for that victory, huh? Protect Plus actually isn't bad. The only problem I'm finding is stuff like this isn't getting us the reward we want because of the retain cards we have already. But that's mostly Holy Water's fault, and if we do need to play this, we're probably going to be spending some of that anyway, so I think I'm good with taking that. Our block density is low, and once we're in the final fights, it's not going to... Our passive healing is not going to be enough to carry us. Question card? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get that into play. Let's figure out what's going on here. Let's see here. 9 and 10, that's 19. With the vulnerable is lethal on the big one. So let's do that. Thanks. Okay. Alright. Pocket watch value. Very good. Very good. So this will give us 4 energy total, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's tantrum first. Oh, whoops! Oh, thank goodness. Because I think I made it to where this would be too much kill and this would be not enough. 14 base? No. Strength. Okay, so 13 base. Well, actually it is 14 base because of the strength. 4.5. Because she's vulnerable. 4.5 times 14 is 456 and a half. 7, so that's 63. Alright, so this is lethal with just the lesson learned, right? 63, yes, okay. Alright, to all enemies. That's interesting. Gambling chip. Whoa! Whoa. Alright, now my brain's really gonna hurt. Colorless potion. Nah. Nah. Swivel. Probably a little awkward most of the time. Most of the time it's going to be 1 energy for 11 block, which is fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have to take red at the campsite. No, it's not worth it. A store? Ooh, this is not that great. Fear no evil. What does this say? Skills. Okay. That would actually be half worth it. Card removal, what would it be if we did anything? The Panacea can go. We've already upgraded it though, which doesn't matter. Is it worth the money? Actually, maybe. Because we have Turnip and Ginger, this is vulnerable. We haven't found a fasting along the way, so this scoops up the hearts vulnerable. That's all we actually would need. So yeah, I think getting rid of the Panacea is a good idea. Should have done it at the last store, to be honest with you. So that means, do we buy this or not? Oh wait, that's not plus. We're talking about this. Do we buy that or not? What is our exits? We have 3 actually. And Meditate. So we don't need Fear No Evil. It's a very good card. I don't think we need it though. Tantrum recurs, but we're flying through our deck. I'm fine without it, I think. And then here we have to go for Recall. Okay, Time Eater Ho. Gambling chip. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Do I just go 1, 2, 3? Well, this is not a weave fight. I'm not sure. Oh, we have 4. Okay, I forgot. Alright, so this gets us all that value. That's not very nice. Vulnerable wears off. I heard that. Wow. Well, we're definitely not going to have lethal here. Hang about. This. Could also play this for next turn, although this is his second attack in a row. It's too bad we can't discard the lesson learned. Wish, okay. Take the strength here. This only lets us play 4 cards next turn. That's going to be okay half the time. Alright. He is attacking again. And we only get 4 cards. One, 2. Can't do this to find Vault because we wouldn't be able to play it because we would need the Miracle. Alright, we did get Sands of Time into our hand. So if we play this, we ruin the Pocket Watch, which is actually okay, because we already have 5 retained. So yeah, the Pocket Watch is useless until we spend some miracles. Vault. That's funny. I think I'd rather save Vault for when we can line it up. We're not doing any damage to this guy. I wish he'd knock it off with all the attacks. Well, I mean, the Sands of Time's counting down, so there is that. Wow. Huh. Okay. His, I'm pretty sure his scaling only happens when we trigger this. Would you please stop attacking? Wait, that's not going to be useful. There's that. That helps. Eight. Maybe we trigger it this turn. We have the means. Alright, as much as I don't want to scale him, we're having trouble making forward progress here. I guess that's one of the downsides of leaning on Blasphemy. And he's still attacking. Ugh. According to this, there's a 20% chance. Why does it say less than or equal to 1? What does that mean? I don't even know. Wow, we could play all 12 cards this turn, huh? Probably. For that reason, I think I want the Tantrum. Yeah. Wait a second. Lesson learned is in the graveyard. So we do want this. Six. Seven. Eight, 9, 10, 'Can't do this. Yes, we can. We just do this and don't discard anything. 11. 12. Okay. The next turn we just have them with the cards we have. In fact, the fact that the vulnerability drops off works to our advantage here. Doesn't matter. $90. Uh-oh. I made boo-boo. There we go. Weave plus, okay. Alright, that's going to do it for Act 3. Thank you guys for joining me. That was quite the challenge. I enjoyed it. Playing Lesson Learned is always fun. Playing Time Eater is fun. He's always the big one you got to worry about, but I do enjoy the challenge. So please leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.